So Hydras, 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 tons of Hydras. I figure, you know what? They're attack level 2. He's massing up Immortals. I'm going to make Hydras. Putting it down another expansion. And he's still making Immortals and Zealots. So I'm figuring, you know what? This is going to be enough Hydras to handle Immortals and Zealots. He expanded down here. He has a little probe not doing anything. He's not making anything at this. So he doesn't really like to... Silver isn't really transferring any probes, which he should really transfer the probes, especially because he's got, I guess he transferred some from up here down to this one, but he should take some of these maybe and transfer them down to this expansion. But he's not oversaturated up here. He's got just a few probes up here, so that's not bad, and he's decently saturated down here. He's probably yeah, he's got me beat by 2 in the harvester count, and look at all these Hydras. I don't know what the hell I was doing. So I was moving these way up here, and now I'm just going to get roasted by this Colossus, because Colossus v Hydralisk equals Hydralisk die. Figured I'd try and take out some Immortals while I could, and this was stupid. I saw what he had. I should have just moved away and saved those Hydralisks rather than... That was just literally a waste of... An absolute waste of resources, and this is pretty much all I have here, and I continue to make Hydralisks. But look at this. Where is it? Where is it? I did put down a Spire, so I did see that he had Immortals and Colossus, which means, what should I do? Obviously, I should put down a Spire and make some air units, because he wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Silence of the lambs. So I do have a third expansion that's not really saturated at all. So exactly what I just said, where he decided, oh, I'm not going to put any probes at my third expansion. I said, I think that that's a really good idea. I'm not going to put any probes at my expansion, even though it's a high yield, and this would be very lucrative for me. But I really should have taken these gases, because I have, look at all these. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I'm using some up. I actually have a lot of gas, so I didn't really need to do that. I found myself starving for minerals in this match. Ooh, we're gonna have a battle here. He's taking out my creep tumor. That's gonna be the last of my spreading of the creep. Spoiler alert. And what's gonna happen here? Oh, so I have roaches come in just in time to come attack. This is definitely going to be enough. I tossed some Overlords in here just to kind of screw with them. I'm just kidding. I actually didn't mean to select these Overlords. So these forces going out. Oh my god. Roaches move so quick on the creep with Glio Reconstitution. Is that even the name of it? I don't know. And on the creep. And these drones just decided, you know what? I'm going to come help with this battle, because I'm an epic-ass drone. I think I can take out Colossus. Or maybe I just simply misclicked. Now I'm going to move my Overlords back again. I'm going to send some more drones up. This Spire is complete, so I am morphing in 10 Mutalisks and getting attack level 3. I didn't even see when I morphed in this hive, but good for me, I guess. Maybe we'll be seeing some tier 3 units. Who knows? So you see, I did definitely... I knew that I just took out a good amount of forces, so I decided to drone up a little bit. I believe, yeah, he still got me beat on harvesters, so let's get this up here. What has he got going on over here? He is taking out this high yield. He's going to be trying to take his 4th expansion. He's got this one, not very saturated. This one, kind of saturated. This, he's mined out of his main now. I am not mined out of my main because I'm awesome. And probably could take a couple of these and move them up to the high yield, because this high yield isn't very saturated. But, so what am I doing here? I have Mutalisks, and because I didn't take out this Observer, so this is a terrible mistake where I said I should have taken the Overseer, moved it right here so I could kill any Overseer. You have to assume if you're playing Protoss that you're going to have an Overseer near your base. So because he sees these forces... Alright, I'm not going to give anything away. So more Mutalisks coming in. I'm just going to be macroing up, making these mutalisks, saying, oh, you know what? He hasn't seen anything that I have. He's not even going to be ready for these mutalisks. He's not going to, he's going to have Immortals and Colossus, which are going to do absolutely nothing to these mutalisks. And, oh, yeah, look at me. I said, oh, so much energy. I'm just going to poop out 2 creeps. Ah, yeah, I love spreading the creep. So you can see I'm doing a real good job of spreading my creep, connecting my bases. Creep is everywhere. I have so much sight around here. He has observers right at both of my bases, so he can see anything that's going on. And what am I getting here? I'm finally getting the attack 1 for the Mutalisks. Oh, here we go. So what do we have here? Stargate, 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 Stargate. He plops down 4 Stargates. And why? Because he finally probably looked over at my base and said, holy shit, that's a lot of Mutalisks. I'm going to need something to stop that. So he made Stargates. So that is an epic failure on my part to not get rid of this Overseer, because now he knows exactly what I'm doing. He doesn't even have to move this Overseer around and look at my tech. But the question is see, I've been, holy freaking Colossus. So this is a lot of Colossus, and this would have been terrible if I stuck with Roach and Hydralisk. So I have to pat myself on the back. I think I did a pretty good job of transitioning into something else so that I could handle the Colossus and Immortals. And I'm using these Mutalisks to move around. I know that he had tried to expand up here, so I moved up there to see if he had any other expansions. What have I got going on now? Decided, you know what, I'm going to get some Carapace and some attack too. So I'm doing pretty good with the upgrades. I have Carapace 1 and attack 3 for my ground unit, so that's really good. Ooh, look at this. Mutalisk coming in. He says, holy shit, I can't do anything with... He's got Zealot. He has nothing but ground units. He has no anti-air. So he says, I'm going to try and move out to try and take care of these 4... And Mutalisks are so stupid sometimes. I don't even get it. So these Mutalisks are going to make real fast work of these Colossus here. And now, what should I do? I should take these forces and attack. So one Hydralisk said, you know what? I'm still going to attack. I'm pretty awesome, but I'm just going to be in the back because I'm super slow. And I took an Overlord with me because it's always good to have an Overlord. You know, you could spread creep. You can see... Alright, this is called terrible, terrible micro. I attack moved. All I did was attack move right here, which these roaches could have easily handled these ground forces. I should have been single targeting down these Phoenix with these Mutalisks, because Mutalisks do really well. Mutalisks don't do too well against Phoenix, but I saw that they weren't moving, and if I had just simply taken those Mutalisks, single targeted down those Phoenix, it would have been a problem, and the bounce would have been fine for it. So this Hydralisk getting taken out by the Graviton Beam, and now these roaches are just simply going to be attacking this. Now, if I had, oh God, I get so frustrated with myself. If I had literally just held down Shift, right-click through each of those Phoenix, and single targeted those Phoenix down, I would have had way more Mutalisks right here. Let's see what the army lost is. Units lost. L, sorry. So I have lost 19,000. He's lost 23,000 in resources. I am doing better, but I definitely could have kept this down to less units. I've lost only a few more units than his, but that's kind of standard with Zerg. Is Zerg just simply make a lot of units. All of these Phoenix, they can't do anything because they don't have enough energy for Graviton Beam, so I'm just simply taking this stuff out. I am, as you can see, macroing up as I was attacking down there, so I am building up another force. Taking another expansion right here, and I was nervous about him coming through, so I put down a shit ton of Spine Crawlers because I said, you know what, I have the money. I'm now mined out of my second expansion, and I am way oversaturated here. But I am beating him in harvester count, but only by 39. He did move his probes up here because I moved my roaches down over here to attack this. He says, oh, I can kill another couple of these since I have the Graviton Beam up. moved his probes up here. I think he just was trying to move them away and figured he could probably take another expansion up here. Yeah, he's got a lot of money, so he probably just figured he'd take another expansion right there, as this was probably the last spot. And now he's just going to harass my drones that I have over here. But what is the best counter to probe attack? A shit ton of Mutalisks and Roaches. Obviously the best thing against that. So now what does he have right now? This is taken out. He's got a couple of Phoenixes. Pardon me. He's got a couple of Phoenixes. Oh, we're seeing an epic battle right here. So these are going to do absolutely nothing. I think that this was kind of a last-ditch effort. He's trying to move these out and take out my Roaches, but it's just too many Mutalisks for pretty much any amount of stalkers that he's going to be making. I know that I took out this expansion right here, so I know that he doesn't have that. I have and then this one I just took out, so I know that and since I'm mined out on both of my bases, I'm just kind of guessing that he's mined out. He says, all right, I'll try and attack, because he probably figures that all of my forces are gone, which a lot of them are, but I do still have some Mutalisks at my front base. So he charges my creep tumors. Why? I don't know. And now he's attacking my spine crawlers. So he should have figured that this was mined out and maybe gone to check for some other expansions, but he didn't, and those zealots are easily going to get taken out. I really didn't need to move all of my forces back here, as I saw that my Mutalisks and my Queen was going to be enough to take out those forces. Now, of course, these Phoenix are just going to be annoying and try and take out some of these Overlords, but they don't do very much damage against these Overlords, so he's not even going to kill any of these. I just thought that it was really, really annoying, and I didn't want him to be able to take out any of these. He doesn't have enough money to make too much of anything else. These Mutalisks can easily take these out. I've got a bunch of Roaches here waiting to push in. Now I'm finally working off of this base. What do I have? I have 4,600 minerals, and I am not even supply capped. So poor me. That's just dumb. I have 38 larvae. I mean, I should have creep spread all the way. Well, that was just ridiculous. All the way out across this entire map, but I don't. These are the little things that I'm still picking up, and I'm still trying to learn how to keep everything on the top of my mind. So I mean, I think that I played this well, but obviously against a more veteran player, I definitely would have lost. Oh, probes! Those are, I don't know if you know, but these are not the same Roaches that killed those probes earlier in this expansion. However, they did learn from their predecessors that those earlier Roaches were these Roaches' fathers, and the father said, you know what, Sonny Roach, you need to go kill some probes. So that's what these were doing. He's got an I keep wanting to say Overlord. Damn it. He has an Overseer that saw this, and he pretty much said, fuck. That's my F-bomb of the night. And this is just overkill now. He really should GG at this point, because he doesn't have anything. He has a lot of gas, because he can still mine off of these gas, but a lot of gas doesn't do you any good if you don't have any minerals, because there's really no units that are just gas. I don't think. I don't know enough about Protoss, but, well, no, there isn't anything that's just gas, but there's nothing that he's going to be able to really use all of that gas for. And now I'm just going to go up into his main. I know that this is all he has left. He probably just has some photon cannons. There you go. So I'm going to target down those photon cannons, which are going to go down really quick. And Silver left the game, so no GG. He just leaves the game. I would have liked to see a GG, as this was actually a really good game. I thought that it was a pretty good back and forth. He attacked me, I attacked him. We both defended well and attacked well. It's just I happened to transition into a better unit composition, and he didn't change. So that's where I won in this match. And I hope you enjoyed the first Zerg match and the first Xerxus match. And keep watching.